Hi guys, welcome back to My Colourful Country Life. Today I have the newest book release from Hanna Karlzon to show you all. Now I have the Swedish version here and the title of the book translates in English to Tales from the Witches Cottage. Now I bought my book from Book Depository. It is currently out of stock. I know a few people have had issues getting a hands on a copy. Some people have ordered and their orders were cancelled. I had requested email notifications for this book prior to its release date. So as soon as I saw the email come through, I went on their site to purchase it, but it was sold out. So I clicked notify me and I just happened to be online when the email came through again that it was back in stock. I've never clicked on a button so quickly, so I did manage to get my hands on a copy, but it has sold out again. It sold out not long after I purchased it actually. I have clicked the notify me button again, so as soon as I see it is back in stock, I'll put up a post so you guys can pop over if you're interested in purchasing that. I'm not sure if this is because of a supply and demand issue, maybe they didn't expect it to be so popular, or possibly an issue with publishers getting suppliers to manufacture the books, you know, the binding, the paper, the ink, etc. It all has to come from somewhere and maybe it's hard to get hold of in this current climate. You know, the freight industry, manufacturing, transport industry, mail, everything is all a little chaotic right now. I'm not sure when the English version will be released. When I see dates come through, I'll let you know either on Instagram or over in the Facebook group. Okay, so for the price, this cost $29.72 and that is Australian dollars. And the book is the same size as all of the books in her Tales from series that are being published through her new publisher, or should I say current publisher, because this is her third book with that newer publisher. And the book is 25 centimetres high and 19 centimetres in length, and it is about a centimetre in thickness. The cover is this beautiful rich purple colour which just screams witches and Halloween, and we have the silver foiling on the front and also on the back, which is on all of the Tales from series of books. So let's open her up and have a look. So on the first page is the title page with a little illustration here, a potion bottle to colour. We have the copyright and publishing information on this side. And then we have our book belongs to page, our nameplate and a little spot for your name inside this floral wreath. And we have our first little Witches Cottage to colour. So here are our first illustrations, and this book is double-sided. We have lots of flowers here, this bejeweled hare with wings. Could this be the witch's familiar? Instead of a cat, it has a bejeweled winged hare. Okay, next we have a cottage facade. There's a couple of cats on the roof, cat on a hot tin roof, and all these little hidden ghosts down here, and there's some over here as well, and lots more flowers. This picture here reminds me of those old-fashioned, those handheld mirrors. It just needs a little handle drawn on down here, and another flower. Okay, we have our first double-page spread. We've got two cats, two familiars on an old picket fence. One with wings, and this one here has a potion around its neck and a very fancy detailed collar. These little circles over here make me think of glitter and potion, so maybe a smoky background or some bubbles. Lots of flowers, some tiny little bugs, and a butterfly. Oh, two butterflies. Next we have our first witch. She's either about to fly off with her broom or sweep the floor. And if those cats shed hair anything like my dog, my guess is she's sweeping the floor. She also has a crow sitting on her shoulder. I quite like this page. Those mushrooms look quite pungent. These little swirls with the little ghost faces at the end. I like the horrible stench coming from these old rotten mushrooms, and some, well, this one here is even got some crystals growing out of it. We've got some cute little magical bugs. And what do you call this? Is this a sickle or a scythe? With some wheat. Must be time for harvest. Harvest moon. A cute little candle here. This would be nice coloured with a nice light source in the background. We've got a basket full of what I think is sunflowers and a snake with wings. A double page spread of bookshelves. These are filled with all sorts of bottles and potions and different ingredients. Couple of candles here too that could be lighting up these dark spooky shelves, so you could have a light source coming here and go into darker on that side. We have a picture frame, perhaps with one of the witch's ancestors. Nice portrait up on the wall. We've got some magical apples with crystals again, and these flying fish with these little lamps on their heads to maybe light up the sky. A couple of roosters. The roosters have flowers on the ends of their feathers, and we've got these little rats. This one is breathing fire, and the other one looks like he's off to a party. Maybe it's a magician's hat. They both have these scales on their backs. They actually remind me of studs, like what you get on handbags, or my dog Turbo's collar. It's got studs on it. Okay, we have a witch mixing up some potions. Lots of cute bottles to colour. She's mixing the potions here, and we see these little bubbles and stars coming up. So that couldn't be like lots of nice pastel-y colours coming out of that mixed potion. Okay, we have a couple of mice taking a nap on a sleeping cat who is lying on some cushions. A magic wand. We've got another witch. Headband full of flowers here. This big beautiful earring, which actually looks a bit like it's shaped like a bat. And again, we have these little ghosts that seem to be popping out of her hair. I can picture this with this fiery red head and these ghosts as flames dancing around her and coming out of her hair. We have a cat on a window ledge looking out into the garden. Lots of flowers. There's a few little teeny tiny bugs in here as well. We have a freshly boiled witch's brew with ingredients plucked from the garden. Very sparkly, very bubbly. There's some crystals here, as are common in Hannah's books. I love this page. I love this little outfit. So many details on this dress. This one will be fun to colour all sort of mixed match, like a patchwork. Here we have this glass potion bottle on a stand and this bug with a candle or candles on his back. I wonder if he's a decoration, like part of the bottle. So maybe you could, like a handle or something, a candle holder attached to the bottle, or maybe he's come to light it up like a Bunsen burner. Anyone remember Bunsen burners from high school science class? Do they still have those? It's been a long time since I was in high school. This frame is filled with all sorts of mixed objects. We've got toadstools, crystals, potions, candles, bugs, swords, keys, lightning, bats. All right, we have some birds. These two little birds here have butterfly wings, so maybe a bird-butterfly hybrid. They look like they're transporting some potions, a bit like carrier pigeons. We've got a lantern on this page, and these little ghost faces look like they've escaped from the flames. More flowers, more bugs, butterflies as well. Maybe, are these butterflies or are they dragonflies? Or a mix of both, maybe. We have a cat with wings sitting in the top of a tree. She's also got a little crown, or he's also got a little crown too. More potions and a little toadstool here. We have a fancy looking beetle framed by some flowers and a small, well, it looks like a castle on top of a snail. So this is no witch's cottage, that's a castle. Lots of crystals as usual as well. We've got a bunch of candles. This one over here, it looks like a mirror with this floral frame around it. Lots of stars too, and down the bottom as well. So maybe a dark misty background inside the mirror. You could even make the mist go over her face, like the image is appearing as it would in a crystal ball. Okay, we have a witch with a giant cat. This cat looks like it runs a joint. She is definitely the boss. We have a little love heart here, like the witch is blowing a kiss. I think this would look beautiful in some light, bright spring tones. Okay, we have something brewing in the cauldron here over the wood fire stove. And these fire-breathing dragons have lit the fire, they've finished the job, and they're clocking off for the day, and off they fly. We've got some more potions over here. Again, you could colour this like a mirror, keep the mirror theme throughout the book. We have a poison apple, a frog that looks pretty pleased for himself and is guarding this locked jewellery box. Some more flowers. They look like they're hanging maybe inside of the cottage, maybe near a window to dry out, ready to be used in a potion. You could draw like a brick wall behind it, or a window if you felt like drawing anything. We've got a witch here with some candles on her hat. Don't try that at home, folks. We have a frog, a little spider coming out of his web, and these shoulder pads here that actually look like bat wings to me. A whole page full of ghost faces. More beautifully bejeweled bottles and potions. I can see like gold and purples, pinks, aquas on that page. We've got a witch picking pumpkins. She has her flying familiar with her and a really cool patchwork dress. I can see this page coloured in purples, oranges, and maybe like a dark bluish green colour. Some real autumn tones. Okay, so this looks like a cat and maybe an eagle or a griffin or a mix of both. And it looks like the bird has a crystal ball and maybe is telling the cat's fortune. Here we have a spell book. A few little things to make our spells. We have a double page of cats, birds, bugs, and more ghosts, all sitting outside on a tree branch. We've got a well outside in the garden. Ghosts near our candle again. And maybe you could colour the ghosts so they're illuminating the sky too, a little bit like fireflies. A witch inside a frame. We've got this little symbol down here, sort of like a moon inside the sun. Looks very yin-yang to me, and instead of colour and making it like a mirror, I can see the frame like all gold. Our witch is working hard here, stirring her bubbly cauldron with her potions inside. We have a magical key. The key has wings. All right, so lots of hanging planters here, some pretty flowers. We've got these things here that remind me of sun catchers, so they look nice with your reds, blues, yellows, greens, nice and bright. And how adorable are these little ghost bats? I love that Hannah can take a theme like witches and she makes it cute and pretty. Got a little treasure chest here and another frame full of lots of little objects. Now, this bird is looking a little worse for wear. He's got 3 eyes, some scraggly hair. There's a branch coming out of the top of his head, and he's got these tiny, spindly little legs that don't look capable of holding him up. I think someone might have got their spell a bit wrong here. Okay, so this is the page I decided to colour first. I have done a colour along for this, which will be up soon. I used Prismacolors, black Posca, and distressed ink on the clouds, and white Posca too for the stars. Now the paper in the book is the usual great quality that you'll find, same as all her other books, and the Prisma is blended perfectly. And we have our final page here, which is the potion bottle. So guys, that is Tales from the Witches Cottage by Hanna Karlzon. Let me know what you think down below. Hopefully they will be back in stock very soon. I'll let you know as soon as I see it again, and I will put the link down below. And if you go to Book Depository, follow the link, click on Notify Me, enter in your email, then Book Depository will let you know when it is back in stock. Just check your emails regularly, because by the time you see it, they can be all snapped up again. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you shortly in our next video. Bye for now.